So, from DC, my friend Terrie Christine talking about love and gratitude.
Hello, everybody. Welcome and thank you so much. I'm truly grateful for you guys staying and coming and listening to what I have to say. So I'm really actually very excited about my topic. It's about raising your vibration in gratitude and love, because that's actually exactly how I started. So I can actually tell you where I am today. I am an intuitive healer. I'm a transformational speaker. And what was it? Oh, I thought I was speaking loud enough. Wow. I'm a transformational speaker. Loud enough? And I'm a medium. So I would have to say that right now I'm doing very well. About, 7 years ago, I couldn't tell you that's where I was. And so I had to figure out, I was at that what's next level about 7 years ago. I didn't really know what I was doing, where I was going, so I actually focused and started doing some self-healing and some training, and then I realized the whole concept of raising your vibration. Actually, as I said, the two concepts are gratitude and love. And so when I think about that, it is actually very simple, guys. When you're grateful for everything that it is, and I'm telling you everything, from waking up, getting into the shower, feeling the water on your body, grateful. Now you see how the tone went down? Because I'm truly grateful for the water cleansing me and starting my day. I'm truly grateful that I had a great night's sleep in that pillow. I'm truly grateful for all of you here listening to me. I'm truly grateful that a great trip, 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to get here, but I'm truly grateful that I got here in one piece and that you're here listening to me. And I also, as I was raising my vibration, I asked questions to the universe on how to get there. And when I ask those questions, I start with a question, and I start with what will it take? So I've been saying, what will it take to have everything I need before I know I need it? And the last couple of weeks, all of these things, as my friend over here, the first speaker, things come to you, they come to me too. And I've been given some ideas and actually some videos I was watching. And I always wanted to read the book from Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Never had a chance. And these philosopher's notes came through. I don't know if you're familiar with hearing that recently. Some gentleman came up with these books, and he's condensed them to 20 minutes, and it's on audio. And I actually just listened to it a couple of weeks ago, and I was so amazed that this guy wrote this book in 1937, and he's saying the same exact things as we're saying today. The same exact things. So I always tell people when I'm with them and I'm giving them a reading or whatever it is that I'm doing with them, I tell them if you're reading this and people are all saying the same thing, there obviously is something about it. So, raising your vibration. All right, so I'm going to do a little exercise because I need you guys to all be connected to source or light or whatever it is that you want to call it. Because when I start really getting at it, I'm going to, or you guys are going to connect and really get something out of this. And my intention is to get you, excuse me, on my throat. There's something in my throat right now. Hold on. He's feeling it. There it is. We must have been connected. We must have been truly connected. So what it is my intention is to have you guys move forward in your life and living in gratitude and love. Okay? So I want you guys to close your eyes. Okay? Okay, so everybody kind of raise your chin about 10%. And create a visualization. If visualization really does work, guys. I want you to use your closed vision and look through your third eye. And then I want you to visualize yourself like a peacock and a big, beautiful tail. And that tail is your energy. So expand that beautiful tail, which is your energy. And I want you to expand it 300 feet. And as you're using your blind vision, you're going to actually connect to energy, your source or light. You will see a liquid rod of light, when you connect. Expand, 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 guys. Expand your energy till you see the rod of light, liquid light, a foam of light. Okay, everybody's got it now. Now allow the light to come through your crown chakra. This will allow you to think clearly, allow the thoughts to trickle in, come in. And I'm going to go with what I'm hearing, guys. Daintily for some, strong for others, like a roar for one. This will allow you to think clearly. This will allow you to move forward with your thoughts, knowing they're pure and simple. Allow the light to trickle down your face and through your third eye. This will allow you to feel your thoughts are pure. You can trust, knowing that your thoughts are what they are. Never second guessing. Allow the light to come through your throat chakra. This will allow you to think and feel and see and speak clearly. Speak with compassion. Speak what comes in your mind, in your heart. You are valuable. People want to hear what you say. Allow the light to come through your shoulders, through your chest, in through your heart chakra. This will allow you to be connected to Source, connected to others, connected in love, feeling peaceful, feeling calm. Allow the light to come through your chest and your solar plexus. This will allow you to feel what you think. Feeling is very important as you move forward in life. Allow the light to come through your hips, allowing it to come through your sacral. This will allow you to be creative in everything you think and do and see, feel, love. Allow the light to come through your root chakra. As you're stepping forward in life, you're grounded. You feel solid as you step forward, knowing, feeling, seeing, loving all of your thoughts. Allow the light to come down through your thighs and your hips, your ankles, all the way through your feet, all the way into the center of the ground, where it's warm and cuddly, like a brown teddy bear, like mom's love. What is above shall be below. Allow the light to bounce back up like a trampoline, up through your legs, back into the center of your heart, expanding out like a big central sunshine. Expanding out into the room that we're in. Expanding out into the state that we're in. Expanding out to California. Someone told me to say that. Expanding around the world and into the universe. We're infinite beings. We are now one. Feels great, doesn't it? You can open your eyes now. It feels great. So living in gratitude, what does that take? So as I was thinking and listening to a guy who actually wrote a series, Bob Proctor. His series is The Science of Getting Rich. And I'm thinking, wow, getting rich, rich. You know, it's not just about finances. It's about health. It's about everything that's about you, your abundance in every respect. So the science of getting rich. This guy overlaps everything. He does focus on the financing and the wealth part, but in reality, if you really think about everything that he wrote, it's exactly what I'm going to be telling you. So he says that when you focus on gratitude, you have to have a definite plan with a definite desire. Okay? So when you're thinking about it and you're waking up and you're in the shower, have a plan of action, your intention of your day. Now, for a while, I used to wake up and I'd say, oh my God, I'm so tired. Now I wake up and say, oh my God, I'm so rested and relaxed. And then literally as you go into the shower and you're feeling all the energy and you're grateful for what it is that I just told you, all the water and what happened and the day before and what you plan to do, you actually realize that you are energized and you move along your day and things that you do want do come. Sometimes they don't come immediately. Sometimes it takes about 5 years, but they all come. And focus and don't give up. Because as they say, what is it? Winners never quit and quitters never win. So we have to keep going and get what it is that we want. So when I'm also doing and I'm focusing on giving readings, I tell people that, and you know what's funny, I went around and round for the past couple of weeks doing my presentation, and as soon as I got here, I forgot everything. And I was asking the universe, please don't let me do this, please. And I forgot everything. I'm sitting up here thinking, oh my God. So if I sound like I'm going around in circles, I probably am. So there was, oh God, hold on. There I have a little note in my, can you get that for me? And you gave me a lot of anxiety, which I wanted to tell you that, whatever that was. Sorry. So no, that's okay. So living in gratitude, back to that. Okay, so when you think about all the people that are around you, Jim Rohn, who is a motivational speaker, said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So now I want you guys to briefly think about the 5 people that you're around. So are they raising your vibration? Are they thinking positively? Are they doing the things that you like to do and supporting the things that you like to do? So if you really start to think about it, maybe you might want to kind of change a few people. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to change your whole world, your whole life. But honestly, if they're not supporting or raising your own vibration, then you might want to consider who it is that you're spending the most time with. Okay? And it's actually believing too. So when you believe in what it is that you're grateful for, then you will get what it is that you want. Okay? And going back to reading, when I hear lots of people tell me, oh, Terrie, I don't want that, and I don't want to be in a relationship like that, and I don't want to have that, and I want blah, blah. Eliminate all the I don't want, I don't have, I never will, I am trying. Replace it with I am, I have. Because it really does work. It really does. So when I started raising my own vibration, and I had to believe it myself, and before I actually felt that I believed it, I said it. Okay? So I said it, and what I did was I played with my sister. And she's on the live stream, so she's going to laugh when I said this. So I play with my sister, and I'd text her. And I'd say, I'm psychic. And she'd laugh. She'd laugh. I'd laugh with her. And then for a while, every time we'd talk, I'd say, I'm psychic. Her husband would say, who told you that? I said, my people. I'm psychic. So then what I would do is I would text her. I would text her every morning, and I would tell her what she ate for breakfast before she told me I text her. So I'd say, you had eggs. For a while, I was wrong most of the time. That's all right. I was wrong, but I knew I would be right. So then I would text her, and I'd say, you had bacon and eggs. You're right. Then the next day, I was wrong. Then I would tell her you had yogurt or coffee or whatever. I was right. I was right. I was right. Okay? Then, one day after being so right, we were talking, and I said, I knew that because I'm psychic. And she didn't laugh anymore because she knew and I knew. So then I decided that there were other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to be a medium. I couldn't necessarily do that 7 years ago. I wanted to connect the deceased loved ones. There's a story about that. My sister and I are pretty close about my grandfather. I won't go into that now. But I did have a three-way with a medium who connected to my grandfather, who helped my sister greatly. And because of that, I always said I wanted to do that. And so I thought, okay, I don't have the time to do that, but I'll put it aside. So about 2 years after that, I decided it was time. So then I had some training, and to be a medium, you have to let go of some of your own beliefs, and they are all false beliefs. So working hard to try to make a lot of money is a false belief, guys. This is what's holding you back. So then every day, multiple times a day, I would say, what will it take to connect deceased loved ones? Every day. And the more I said it, the more I believed it. And then one day I was on the phone with some guy, and I was talking to him on the phone, and all of a sudden I become tingly. The whole back part of my head, neck, back, bottom, legs. But how, has anybody ever had half of your body become tingly? It was tingly. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm on the phone, and I'm like, what is going on? And he's talking to me, I can't hear him, and I'm like, whoa, I feel somebody standing behind me. This is like freaking me out. And I'm on the phone, and then all of a sudden now I start having a conversation in my head, and I decide, okay, if this is really going to be it, I'm ready. So in my head, to my peeps, and that's what I call them because they're my guides, my spirits, but I do. Everybody says, who's your peeps? My peeps. So I ask my peeps, okay, who is this? What is it? Give me a sign. Tell me. So then I got an initial and a name. So I'm on the phone with this guy, and I said, do you know a guy named Frank or Fred? He's like, oh, that's my grandfather. Everyone called him Frank, but his nickname was Fred. And I'm like, oh my God. I was freaking out. Now that was my first time, guys, my first time. Now what happens, it becomes so simple for me and easy. So I actually kind of visualize, and it is about visualizing, okay? Now you're trying to think, okay, how is this related to your vibration? Because I was able to raise it enough. I was able to believe in what I could do. And I had the belief and the trust. And as you trust and believe what it is, you are actually raising your vibration. And your vibration, everybody, is like a radio. You know, you're on a radio dial. Everyone has this radio dial they're on. So that the people in the room, I'm very connected to, well, she knows I am to her, but there's about, they're saying 20% of the people in the room are very, very close to my vibration. So when I stand really close to you, you feel really good, I feel really good, and we're smiling. And so the others, you're just on another vibration. And so when I'm doing a reading on you, I'm reading what I'm vibrating in your life, okay? So what I tell people that, you know, a psychic or a medium or whoever it is that is doing a reading on you may tell you one story and I connect to something else, it's because that person is connecting to that vibration. So if you're actually having a reading with someone, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm wrong, they're wrong. It's just what they're connecting to. So living in the gratitude and starting from the moment you put your eyes open and put your feet on the ground is your first step to moving in the direction that you want. Now, it is a little bit more than that, but you're wanting to start today, and you're all wanting to start today because you came and we're talking about raising a vibration. And so when I also think about what else it was that I had to do to get where I wanted to be, and you have to have a strong belief in that. And it's not just when Susie and I talked, it's not just saying, yeah, it feels really great, and you feel it, but you have to bury it in your subconscious mind. Now, I have to go back to Bob Proctor, because he says that your subconscious mind has you, or you believe, has you believing who you are. Okay, your subconscious mind, you believe who you are. Your conscious mind, you believe what you are. So if you take that belief and you bury it deep, and you feel it, and you want it, and you know it, and it tastes so good in your mouth, it will come. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. So when I tell you, pull it in, it's the feeling. So when you're in a relationship, or you're at home, or you're in a conversation, you're listening to what they say. You say, wow, I'm listening to them. That makes sense. But when you're feeling them, and it doesn't quite feel right, what do you think you should do? Exactly. So really, go with what you feel, not with what you see, and not with what you hear. And I also tell people, when you're in a situation and there's something that you really, really want, and you don't quite have it, and you're so frustrated, trust that it's there, because it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to have it because you can't see it. It might be right around the corner. It might be right as soon as you open the door, or as soon as 2 days later when you meet the person who's going to connect you to the job you want, or to the doctor that you need to speak to, or whatever. So trust that you know that you're going to find the answers to the questions that you're seeking. Trust in your subconscious mind, because you've buried it deep there. Now, I also want to give you another exercise, because this will help you move forward in knowing how yes feels. Okay? I love to teach this one, because everyone goes, oh my God, this is so amazing. Okay, so now what I want you guys to do is I want you to put your hands up like this. Okay? Now I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to focus on your fingertips, like where your fingerprints are, and project all your energy there, and feel a slight vibration. Okay, you got it. Now, I want you to project your energy on your third eye, and you'll feel a vibration. Focus on the third eye. Okay. Now disconnect from that. And I want you to focus on your heart chakra and feel the vibration from your heart chakra. All the energy from your heart chakra. Disconnect from that. Now focus on your solar plexus. Focus all your energy into your solar plexus and feel the vibration into your solar plexus. Someone just did it. Into your solar plexus, everyone. A couple more people. Vibration. Okay, disconnect from that. Now you know how each one felt. Now I want you to go back and connect to all three at the same time. The third eye, the heart, and the solar plexus. And they're telling me for you to go deep and focus all three, and you can do it. They're saying you can do it. It's not hard. Sometimes some people are trying a little hard. It's there. All three. Trust. Okay. Now, I want you to say, yes, yes, yes. Now when you say it again, make sure you focus all three of those chakras and say, yes, yes, yes. Okay, one more time. All three. Yes, yes, yes. Now tell me how it made you feel. Speak out. Susie?
Such a good vibration.
How did it make you feel? Okay, great. You can open your eyes. How did it make you feel? Yeah, because I noticed you were struggling a little bit about connecting to all three.
Yeah.
You were really like, oh, I can't do it. I could feel it.
I had a one at a time.
Yeah.
Clear.
Okay.
Just like complete clear.
Good. Good. And what about you over there?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. I had a little trouble at first. I'm feeling all the way, but
Okay. And then you two in the corner.
I had it like moving from one to the other. It seems better to be all three of them.
Yeah. And that takes practice sometimes because it's easy to connect to one, but then to do all three. That's why they were telling me to say focus. It's not hard. You were like, oh, like, having a baby. It's nothing like that. So it just comes. And now the feelings that you got about that when you're connected to all three, calm, good vibration, feels so good, that's yes. That's exactly what your yes feels like. So now, play with that. They said homework. Play with that. Open the refrigerator, look at 3 different things, and then connect. Don't forget, you can't just say yes, yes, yes. You got to connect. You got to make sure you feel it. Ask about that piece of fruit. Yes, yes, yes. Then ask about the yogurt. Then ask about the apple or whatever it is, the chips or whatever it is, and you will feel it. Now, how I feel it, I'm just saying how I feel it. It's all about, you guys are feeling it differently. Each one has their own vibration. That when I feel it, I can actually feel where there's some hesitancy. It's that the yes says, yes, and then when it's true, it's yes. It's yes. It just flows. So you can also use this in relationships. You meet someone, is that man right for you? You think about it, you connect, and you say, will Fred or whoever, is he good for me? Yes, yes, yes. And you can actually do it. It's funny, when I'm an online expert, so a paid advisor, paid psychic, whatever you want to call me. And so when people register their names, I see their names. They see me through a video, but I see their typed registered names. And so when people register, energy comes through your hands. And so I can see what they're troubled with through the registered name. So I'll look at it, and then people want to play with me. So what do you think about my energy? So I'll look at that name, and I'm like, you're having problems with, bam, whatever it is. Yes. Yeah, that's what they do. And then when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, there's somebody in the room, and it's like a chat room. As I said, they see me and they type, and then they'll like, you know, someone will say, oh, can you help me with something? And because of my gifts, I actually see, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Toy Story and the little green things going, me, me. I see them all like this. Me. It's really pretty funny. So, you guys, you know, it's funny, when I get online and people say, oh, you have these abilities, I wish I could. Everyone really, truly has it. They really, truly have it. It's your false beliefs. It's your blocks that are keeping you, and it's your lower vibration that are keeping you from having it. So, why I got so excited about this particular event, gratitude and love raises your vibration, and you feel it, and you know it, and you trust it. Bury it deep in your subconscious, because you can do what it is that you want to do. So if you want to have my abilities, great. I think your abilities are cool. I'd love to have that. Because I'm like going, what is she saying? Can I understand? I was all ears. I expanded my ear chakras just to think if I could hear what she was saying in what the earth language, in our English language, to try to figure out what it is that she was saying. I really did try. But I couldn't figure it out. So, you know, that's what I'm telling you guys. It really is true. So, from Napoleon Hill from 1937.
I haven't figured it out yet.
Thank you. There you go. There you go. And I will.
I know.
I will. I know.
You said what?
I will. And you know, when I walked away to get my piece of paper, I was saying you gave me some anxiety, and I started thinking, what is that? What is that? Whatever it was, when you came close to the room over there, my heart started palpitating, and it started racing, and I started thinking, ooh, because I'm not afraid of anything. I said, ooh, what is that? It's exciting. Oh my God, I'm in love. And I couldn't figure it out. So maybe we'll talk later, but whatever it was almost that anxiety, feeling of love, you know, when you get the butterflies in. And
I'm married.
I was in love with her at that moment. But, you know, when you're getting something like that, it's like, don't be afraid. You know, going back to my online stuff, I have people tell me, you know, I tell them, you know, release, you know, let it go, release the pain and fear, replace it with love and trust, let it go. But first thing, I'm afraid. Oh my God, you're afraid of love and trust? What are you afraid of? So that's where it's like, oh my gosh, just let it go. Let go of what was then, and this is now. Move forward. If you can't move forward, do that. Kick the foot. Move it forward. Let it go. There's nothing to be afraid of. Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of money? Are you afraid to be able to hear your guides, your angels? Are you afraid to see them? Now, I'm a medium, so I have to be honest with you. I prefer not to see them. I would prefer to hear them. One day, I'll get to that point where I won't mind inviting them in and they can float around my room. But right now, I would prefer to hear you.
I feel the same.
Exactly. So, anyway, replace, delete, I don't want, I don't have, I'm afraid, with, I want, I have, I am. I do a lot of the I ams with people too, because for some reason there's a disconnect. A lot of people are so disconnected from their solar plexus, which is their emotional entry, you know, of the energy. And so that's why I always try to stay connected to all three as much as you can. Your third eye, your heart, and your solar plexus. Because when you're really, truly connected, love, emotions, knowing, how can you go wrong, right? You can't go wrong. So, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
A lot of times I find that those kind of things that you say to let go of, those thoughts, those ideas, I try to figure out where I first got them from, who I first got them from. And when I figure out who I got them from, then I know they're not mine. They were programmed into me. And then it's a lot easier to let go.
That is exactly what I'm specialized in clearing blocks. So right now, as you were talking, I was asking my peeps some things. And so you have some dad blocks.
Mm.
And so when you were saying you try to recognize what it is and where they came from, and it is false beliefs, and they're usually created before the age of 7 between a caregiver, mom or dad.
Mm.
5, you were around the age of 5, something happened, but it carried on. It wasn't just, it started there with your dad. So whatever it is, and I'm not going to divulge that in front of everybody, I don't know what it is right now, but I'm just saying that that's exactly what you do. A lot of people say, oh, you know, I want to have someone like you help me move forward and clear my blocks, but, you know, I find answers or whatever it is. But that's exactly how you do it on your own. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of letting go of the fear, because some of the stuff that you don't want to deal with comes up. Some of the stuff that you never thought that you could deal with, and then some of the stuff you don't believe because you don't remember. But just because it's coming up, does it mean it didn't happen? I deal with a lot of people that I do clearings on, and it's usually very young, 3, 4, 5, can't remember. But does it mean that it didn't happen? So I just say, trust it. Trust. And so when you are triggered, here's an example. So you're at work or at home, they tell me to say both, whatever, and then someone comes over and said, oh, look, that's really nice, but I don't think I would do it that way. Ugh, you get that, like, what? Why did they say that to me? Exactly. I did it my way. You know, that's a trigger. And so if you continue to go and then take it later on and take that, what they said, not how they said it, what they said, and remember that trigger, how that made you feel, okay? And that little emotion, I'm getting with it with you. And then you close your eyes, and then you allow the universe. How old was I when that came in, that feeling? That feeling, how old was I? Trust the number you get. Then take that number, okay, take that number and say, who was that? Who was I with? And think about that. And let the visions, trust it. A lot of people say, oh, it's a coincidence. Hell no, no coincidence in this life. It's true. So then you remember those thoughts and those visions. And then it bubbles up. Okay. Anything that's keeping you from remembering and letting it go, please uncreate, transcend, and vaporize across all time, dimension, space, and reality. And that's actually how I clear a block. She's focused on it. Okay. And then you take that feeling, and then you see yourself, and you see Dad, and you say, it's okay, that was Dad. Because what happens is that we have that little 5-year-old brain, and it says to us, Dad loves us, why is he doing that to us? And there's more than one experiencing, that's what I said, yes, it wasn't a coincidence. And then, why would he do that? I love him so much, and why is he doing that to me? And then they say, I'm not good enough. And you bury it deep inside your subconscious mind. And then you're like 40, 50, 60. And someone says something to you like Dad said. And it triggers you. And it brings back those awful memories and those thoughts. You see, so until you can address it, and you just did, that's how you get by it. And you forgive Dad. Oh, baby. And you forgive Dad.
I did this the last time. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You needed it.
You see? Go right for it. But that's the thing, is that when we don't want to feel that because it does hurt, we'll never be able to get past it. We have to. We have to feel it, we have to realize it, and we get past it, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it makes us stronger and healthier and getting to where we want to be. So unfortunately, right that moment when you're feeling it, just know that this shell is like a plant, and love it and hold it. And I swear, when I was training myself, kissing it, oh, I love you, plant, I love you, because that's what we do to our plants at home. Why can't we do the same to this body, right? So feel it and know that that experience at that time was not your fault. It was only your tiny little 5-year-old brain going, Dad, I love you so much, why would you do that? And then you take it and you're triggered. But no more, honey, no more. And I'll work on you after we're done, but no more, honey, okay? So, let it go. That was then. Let it go. Yeah. Ooh, that's powerful. Yes. So you see, being grateful, living in love, having these abilities, it's amazing. I love what I can do. I'm so grateful that I can do that for you. It makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry knowing that now you're going to be able to move forward, honey. That you're going to live in light and love and know that that's not going to feel that way anymore. You see? And that's where you guys, when you raise your vibration, trust it. Please, bring it in and trust it and move forward, knowing that you can do it. It's only your mind that's holding you back. You can do it. So I know you wanted to ask me a question earlier, and I couldn't remember what it was.
Well, you
John.
kind of covered it. It was a little bit about your journey and how you got to where you are, and also, and thank you again. Months ago, when we all got together and I saw you, you taught me that little trick or that little technique of spinning my chakras and opening them when I had a little physical ailment bugging me. That still helps me, that technique that you gave me that night. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, I guess my question was just really about your journey from, which you kind of mentioned a little bit, that first inkling or first kernel popping to where you are today.
But we don't have time for all that.
No,
That's a long story.
Yeah, no, that wasn't going
anywhere. You were here when she said it last time.
No, but I appreciate it. No, it's good. It was good. But no, I was trying to figure out, and I'm going to ask on my ride home to my guys, my peeps, whatever, why did they blank me out? And maybe that's what it was. Maybe I needed to help you today. Maybe I needed to help, and that was my intention. I set an intention every morning, and when I do, this with Greg, and I really appreciate you thinking and inviting me. I really am truly grateful. But I do set an intention and say, I want to rock people's worlds. And I do say, I want to make people cry, because crying is a release. I know that it's getting to you. I know that you're feeling it. I want to make people feel that they're getting something, and that's I do that every time.
So I was trying to say a yes to something, but I couldn't, and now that darkness is kind of dislodged, underneath it is a yes.
Yeah.
But until you remove that block, even though you want to say yes and feel it, you can't. And then that's what I'm experiencing.
Yeah. Now you are holding it right behind your heart. And sometimes on the back side is past. And so you buried it, and then you wanted to put it behind you. Well, you did, but you put it behind your heart. So, it's kind of, and so, people like me can help you. But then, if you're trying to do it on your own, that's how you do it. Sometimes it can, drag it on for a little while, so that's what I do.
Yeah, it's still releasing.
Yeah. They say 3 days.
Yes, a few days from now will be a year that my daughter passed away, and I was wondering, are there any messages to me?
Do we have time for me to connect?
Like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? I don't know if I can do it 5, but let me see. Okay, hold on. Oh, they're gonna heat me up. Hold on. I get really hot when I connect, so hold on. What's her first name?
Elise.
What's your first name?
Elise.
Beautiful. Oh. I always cry when there's so much love coming through. She goes, Mom, Mom. I'm here, Mom. I've always been here. I hear when you talk to me. I hear your singing and I hear your prayers. Hold on for a second, because I'm just getting her to calm down so I don't have to cry right in front of everybody. She says, I hold your hand. Do you play the piano? If somebody played the piano? Somebody plays the piano? Somebody playing the piano. Do you like to listen to piano music?
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is. She was showing me piano music. So she connects to you when you're listening to piano music. I'm sorry, honey, you have to get it a little more clear for me. She says that if you are mindful, and you sit and you do this to the music. She said if you turn your hand, she holds your hand when you turn it the right way. Do you turn your hand, honey? Yeah, she holds your hand. Flowers. Did she give you flowers? You like fresh flowers or something? She said put more in the house. She says when you put them around the house, always think of her. You do. She's there. They smell so good, Mom, don't they? She must have said that when you brought them in. She must have said, don't they smell good, Mom? She's a little anxious right now. I can feel her. She's saying, don't cry when you think of me. She said, be happy for the times that we had. She said, there's so much love here, Mom. There's so much love. She says, we have it, we had it, we will always have it. And one day we'll be together, but it's not your time, so don't think about it. She's doing this. There's so much joy and love in your heart, Mom. Embrace it. And you're doing a fine job with the others. I know you question it when there's sometimes me. But know that you're always doing a fine job. I never told you enough. I love you from the deepest bowels of my heart. Bowels, you want to use that word. You're the best mom ever. I always wanted to tell you that. She says a big hug for you, Mom. Knowing that everything is good. It's all good. She said it really troubled her when she saw you cry, so she's making me cry, because she's like, oh, Mama, don't cry. But she said it's okay. She has so much love for you. It's almost like making me dizzy in love. Dizzy love. Drunken love, she said. So correct that. Drunken love. Wow. I'm always here for you. Don't think that I'm not hearing you. I hear you all the time. I'm in your dreams, giving you messages. We're so connected, Mom. We always have been. I feel your pain. I feel your sorrow. I try to help you. I do this when I'm up here. No, no, she says. I do this. Clear it, stop. She said, but I know you're strong. You sit down, you do this. She said, I see you doing this. Why? She goes, no reason to ask why. She said, let it go, Mom, let it go. She's like, be strong, Mom. You are the strongest person I've ever known. She said, you're the strongest person I've ever known. And I love you. You see, this is me speaking, Terrie. When that love comes through, I don't hold back and I allow it to come through. I'm not afraid to cry. Because that love is so pure, honey. She loves you so much. So much. And it feels so good inside of me. I gotta give you a hug, man. It is so good. Oh. Thank you. You're so welcome. All right, my 5 minutes are up. Thanks, everybody. That was really